British government saying it has information now that Moscow was seeking to install a pro-Russian administration in Ukraine. Of course, the Kremlin on the ground there says that is misinformation. What do you think the reasoning behind the release of this particular report was, and what does it tell us, perhaps, about Russia's intentions here?
There are a lot of pro-Russian politicians in Ukraine, still a lot. And so Murayev was one of them. But the problem is it's not possible to change regime in Ukraine without occupation, without a war. So if Russia wants to change regime in Ukraine, it will have to occupy Ukraine. So this scenario is not possible without a war, because there are any conditions for a coup in Ukraine, and Murayev is not the popular politician in Ukraine. His party got about 4% or something like that. But I think it looks unrealistic, and it looks more like misinformation. But in any case, it means that some preparation are happening, and Russia wants to continue to threat the West, or maybe Russia is preparing for a military operation.
And it's fascinating because US intelligence also seems to suggest that Russia is preparing for that invasion. At least that's the line currently from the United States. In terms of what could happen next this week, we've also heard that the US is now planning to formally respond in writing to some of these Kremlin concerns. What impact do you think that would have, and what is the significance of actually issuing a formal response like this? Is it going to have any impact when it comes to deterring Russia from perhaps actually moving ahead and indeed invading Ukraine?
So yes, that's true that negotiations have yielded no results so far, and Russia is waiting a written response from the US. But it's a good sign that Russia is not withdrawing from the negotiations. If Russia withdraws, it will mean a war. Yes, because but to continue negotiations is the best solution that is possible right now, and it's a good sign that they will have next meeting, and Russia is waiting for something. I think that Russia wants a written response because the Kremlin believes that the West gave verbal guarantees about not expanding NATO eastwards in the 1980s and failed to keep its word. And now Russia wants a written response because it will be a proof of the West's real intentions.